going on, good people? What's going on? What's going on? What's the good word? What's the good word? Brothers and sisters, mothers and misters, bunions and blisters. The time is 5:48. I would like to welcome all of you to the garage, home of the worldwide mechanics. I'm your lead mechanic, Mike Rashawn. Do me a favor before we even get started. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Um, give y'all a second to get on in here for a minute so we can get into some hip hop talk that's sprinkled with shenanigan, but still by and large shenanigan free. Um, for the most part. I hope you hit that alert. I hope you hit the little alarm, let you know when I'm coming on. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but things happen when it comes to me. Wait a minute, I'm seeing questions. Let me situate myself on this side. Hope everybody's day is going well. Hope your week is going better. This one's for you. Shout out to everybody pulling up. I see those mechanic crowns one time for all of y'all. Shout out to everybody lurking. We safe in here. We safe. It's all good. It's a safe space. You know what I mean? We don't bite. One time for Big Sugar, Tiffany Blue, Tom, what up? Dwayne, what up? LG, salute. Dash, salute. Thank y'all for pulling up. Lucky, salute. All the heads, all the heads. Thank y'all for pulling up. One time. Let's see. What's that first question? I just saw somebody ask me a question. Hold on. Did you hear? Did you listen to Kane freestyle? Dwayne, the one that I've been seeing, the freestyle I've been seeing from Kane is an older joint. They posted it. French posted a joint on his page saying that it was the response to Max B, which the fact that it's an old joint, and I never hit Kane, by the way. I was supposed to, but I didn't. The fact that it's an old joint tells me that the answer is they're playing the algorithm game. Um, he may not be seriously offended by anything that he's seeing. He's playing the algorithm game. If French is smart enough to manipulate the attention and turn it back towards Max B by posting an old Kane freestyle and saying it, that's him responding to Max, which is, terrible. Super terrible. Um, yeah, hold on a second. All right, let's see if this. Hopefully that works out. If it doesn't, I just got to go get another joint. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'm not anti marketing schemes and tactics. Thank you, L. I'm not anti marketing schemes and tactics because in this day and age, you can't. Thank you, Sugar. One time for Big Sugar. Because in this day and age, you can't avoid that shit. There's no way to avoid that anymore. It's just people are gonna do what they're gonna do to get attention. There's no way around it. However, I do think the OGs and like the architects and hands down like some of the nicest to ever touch a microphone, I think they should be off limits. I don't think you should use them for your come up. I don't think that should be a thing. Or at least not in an insulting way. Not, talking about like, you know who let me down, Kane, you let me down. Like, bro, come on, man. Stop. Stop. Just back away. Just back away. Just back away. That's why Max B walked out of the complex. And yeah, I know. It doesn't make no sense. You don't hear Usher or Chris Brown disrespecting any of the R&B legends. You never heard the Rolling Stones, going at the Beatles. I said this yesterday. You know what I mean? Like that's not a thing. And when they do go at each other, it's personal. It's never a you gotta leave so I can live. It's never that. I got again, I got thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I never got a been pinning a little concept joint. I remember back when Jim Jones was going at Jay heavy, like just going at his neck. All it seemed like every day Jim had something to say about Jay. It was right around the We Fly High around that time, and Jim was hotter than he'd ever been, and he was going at Jay. And he heard that Jay was doing some shot. I can't remember the interview because I just remember being disgusted after I heard it. And I think Jay had dropped what was the name of that album? The one with the red cover, mostly red cover. Baseball had red cover. Um, what was the name of that? Why it's I can see the cover, I can't see the title. It wasn't the Black Album. It was after that. Kingdom Come. Dash, you got it. Kingdom Come. Thank you. Jay dropped Kingdom Come, and of course, everybody's talking about Jay. And then here comes Jim, and I remember Jim saying like, this dude Jay doing shows at X, Y, and Z and A, B, and C. That's my money, old head. And I remember thinking to myself, I didn't even go on the age thing. I didn't even trip off the ageism. Um, all I could think was, like, bro, and this call me naive because I wasn't looking at it from a marketing standpoint at all because I still live in this world where talent is first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So I'm not paying any attention to the idea that this is for marketing. And keep in mind, the internet, social media then wasn't what it is now. It wasn't the animal that it is now. But here's Jim insulting Jay, and the basis of his insult is Jay is too successful and basically needs to get out of the way. That's my money, old head. And all I could think to myself was, yo, Jim, if Jay didn't get that booking, the people who wanted to book Jay, they're not calling Jim Jones to come do that show. That's not your money. That's his money. They're not gonna come get you to come do that show. Fast forward. Yeah, he did. He did. Fast forward, I'm watching an interview with Joey Badass, and he's on Ebro and what's name in the morning. And he tells Ebro there's some young kids in the building, y'all are in their seats. This idea that people have to leave in order for you to breathe is trash. I didn't mean for that to run. The idea that's a concept that we have in our industry, in this culture, that's gotta go. That's got to go. That's got to go because you wouldn't even know the name of the other shock jock who is in Howard Stern's time slot. You don't hear people going at Howard Stern to get him off the air so they can sit down. That's not No one else functions that way. No, that's not a thing. You respect the fact that he's got it and you look to find your own way in, but asking him to leave for you to have a spot, like that's corny. the idea that we use our legends as fodder for marketing purposes. I've never been a direct fan of that. Oh, I love Joe. It's time that the OGs. Now is the time that OGs need to command respect and not allow nonsense. I agree. I agree. Sugar, I agree. I agree. It's hard for them to do that without being called haters. But I think, like me, you got to get fed up with being called a hater. You just got to dismiss that because look at the people who decided. Look at the people who are deciding that you're a hater. Anytime I hear any kind of slang from anybody, any kind of slander directed at me or directed at anybody else, then I just happen to see it. I always consider the source. Who's the person talking? Who's the person talking? Who's deciding that this is an insult that's going to work on me? That's why LL went off the other day. LL been on that time though. He's been talking that. I'm not even sure that speech was new. He's been talking that, but LL can talk that. LL's got everything. Like short of a Grammy, I think. I don't know if L ever got a Grammy, but like short of L's got every award. He's done everything. The man put Def Jam on his back. Like what are we talking about? It's LL Cool J. Like insulting him is ridiculous. CJ, you're never late as long as you pull up. You're late if you pull up and we're not here anymore. Then you're late. Everybody can relax with the sorry I'm late. If as long as we're here, you're not late. If you pull up and we're going, you're late. You missed it. But as long as you pull up and we here, so as long as you see Big Sugar in here, you ain't late. Cool, cool. And that would be dope. That'd be dope. I hope he would. You know what? I spend so much time looking at the list of people who have not gotten Grammys. I forget about the list of the people who actually have. But let's before I get too heavy into ranting, have we seen two-time Grammy winner? Thank you, DJ All Day. Much appreciated. One time for DJ. Thank you. Um, so I saw this clip. I saw this clip of Joe Budden. Joe Budden podcast. Shout out to the bro, Joe Budden. Shout out to the bro, Joe. I didn't mean for that to. Shout out to the brother Joe Budden, and the whole crew over there, the whole clan. They were talking about Iceman, right? And it was two separate clips, one put back to back. Hit the likes, hit the subs, hit the likes, hit the subs, hit the likes, hit the subs, please and thank you. Bless, what up? Salute, welcome to the room. I'm watching this clip and it's Joe and company listening to Iceman, and they get to that one record, baby, you know I baby, that joint, and they're like, this is a skip, this is a skip, this is the second skip for me, like this is a skip, and they all just kind of agreed that that record was a skip, right? Then I see another clip. Fast forward, I see another clip singing that same record, loving that record. Yo, this is hard. Shut the F up, Janice. Yes, thank you, push button producer. Y'all, push button producer and DJ All Day saving me today. Um, but then again, I'm not gonna pretend I know the name of these records. Um, they going going in on how this record is hard and like singing it, and all I can think, yo, bro, the album's here's the wild part. The album's only been out 13 days. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is why you have those rush to judgment ass listens. Something was like trash. Oh, this is a skip for me. And then I hate that I sound like Parks whenever I make that. But this is a skip for me. It sound like Parks. You do that and you listen to it and you're like, yeah, first listen, no, this is trash, bro. And then you come back and all of a sudden the record that you thought was trash, you spin it on rotation. It takes time. It takes time. One of y'all got in the comments and said, I listened to it twice with an open mind. And all I could think was, that's not enough. Twice is not enough. That it won't sink in after two. Take it from a professional listener. Two times ain't enough. Those first initial hits, that's not enough. That's not gonna work. Oh, Music 79. That was a bad idea. That was such a bad idea. I don't know what you think women look like. Kind of I don't know how your mom's looks. You think madam is appropriate in this room. I gotta chill. I'm not the only Tiff. I'm not the only, but I definitely like that was the job. That was literally the job. Was listening. You listening to it twice with an open mind, as if like that's really saying something. And I had to be taught by people who really did this, still do this, like people who are really about rating albums. Like there's a science to it. Believe it or not, it's not just a matter of I just listened to it twice and had an open mind. Yeah, yeah, he got that Mike Jack one up, so salute to that. You know how I feel about anytime they compared anybody to this era to Michael Jackson? I just have to always remind myself. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Any kind of achievement is an achievement. I'm not mad at it. Marcus Barber, UK. I found I don't get along with people who play back to back Drake songs. I tried sonically, I just can't do it. That's some cold shit. That's some cold shit from the UK. That's some cold shit. I didn't even make the other two albums yet. El Solo, neither did I. Neither did I. I don't feel bad. I didn't even humor them. Like I didn't even put them on in the background. Don't feel bad. I did not. Um, yeah, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Um, Whenever I hear someone throwing Michael Jackson into the mix, I just have to remind myself that it's almost like 90s basketball versus 2026 basketball. Like there are certain things my goats, did back then that today it's not a fit. Like Mike was before streaming. Mike debuted before streaming. I cannot imagine the impact that Thriller would have had, that Off the Wall would have had streaming been a thing. Mike did it when you had to buy things, not a subscription. You had to go out and pay money to get a physical copy. It was literally all there was. That and the radio. If you wanted to hear music, you had to go out and get it. Bootlegs weren't even as widespread back when Mike was popping. So I think about the numbers he was able to do before streaming. No, but my God. That's why when they start saying, look who broke MJ's record, I'm like, I hear it. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. But they didn't have bots in MJ's day. There were no bots. Like, shout out to Push. You had to stand online. We were on. You had to be online for that, and people did it. It don't land the same for me when we start talking. I don't even like the comparison because I just watched the clip of Kobe Bryant busting ass with his footwork, not leaning in to get, and not to say he didn't lean in to get like a 4 point player, lean in to get an and one with a 3 point shot. But then they put it back to back with Shea Gilchrist Alexander. I'm like, bro, my goats could never. My goats would never. Kobe was not flopping. Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady flopping. How dare you? How dare what? Where? Who? What? The way they were calling, like you compare him to him, like bro, that's not even the same. Dude didn't even play the game the same way. He didn't play the game the same way. I just watched Shea Gilchrist Alexander get something stupid, like 30 some odd points off of seven made shots, and then I go look. Oh, he shot like 15. He hit 15 out of he had 14 out of 15 foul shot. Oh, okay. He went to the foul line like 15 times. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You go to the fact you shoot like 14, 15 free throws. My goats didn't do that. My goats didn't do that. My goats didn't do that. And when I hear these Michael Jackson comparisons, we start talking about stuff like that. My goats didn't do that. My goats didn't do that. They're allowing him to flop. Yo, the fact that they just look smooth through all the calls they should make. It's not even the fouls that they call. It's the joints that they don't that get me. I'm a dread. I watched homeboy yank Hartenstein yank this dude's head in the middle, and it's on camera. Like, bro. Mm-mm. So who's Joe Jackson and Drake's story? Kendrick. No, don't don't listen to me. I'm both. Don't do that. I'm bullshit. I'm bullshit. Nah, I'm not even. I'm so mad you got me to do that. I'm so mad you got me to do that. Shout out to Germany. We got Germany in the building. Shout out to Germany. I'm changing the subject. We got Germany in the building. One time for Germany. Um, Playing basketball like it's not like we don't have. I wish we had anti-flopping rules in hip hop. That's what Max B would be penalized for. Flopping, trying to get attention from the authorities over some made up stuff. Like I wish Max B would be called for flopping. You're flopping. Drake's lawsuit would be dismissed under the flopping law. But I say this to say, all of this to say that, listen, the first listen to Drake, the first listen to any album, you're never going to get everything you need to out of the first listen. That's not how it works. You need more than one listen. You got to leave and come back. Like I've as a professional listener, I'm telling you, you give it. It's only been out for 13 days. Give it a month, and let's see how many people are honest enough to admit either A, they thought they liked it and they don't, or B, they thought it sucked and it doesn't. Give it a minute. Let those initial listens when you're caught up in the joint. Give it a minute. 5-cylinder turbos. Oh man, we have Germany in the shop. That's what's up. Get me a Benz, but I'm in the city. Parking out here is not it. It's not it. It's not it. We got a good German automobile in the garage. No, L, it's not like a date where you know right away. I'm not even sure you know right away with a date. I'm not even sure you can go on a. I know how Miami give it up. I don't even want to have that discussion with you, B. I know how they get that parking in down there is ridiculous. Um, that's hilarious. Community center. That's deep. Yeah, it's nasty. It's nasty. Not to mention y'all weather. They should definitely make it easier for y'all to park out there. That monsoon y'all get, that 30-minute monsoon y'all get just out of the blue, and then the humidity for the rest of the time, they definitely need to make it easier for y'all to move around. 130. How much you want for it? I give you $300, and that's being generous because I'm allergic to peanut butter. Yeah, man. Just I'm just gonna watch for the reviews to start coming back. Um, on God, it's just hashtag on God. Yeah, hashtag. I have Drake exhaustion. I get you. I get you. Somebody pops like this, they're all over the place. Don't really seem to be able to escape. But that's why you got to make a conscious effort to get another few albums to go listen to. I got Conway the Machine in rotation. I got AZ's Do or Die 3 in rotation. I got the Nick Grant album in rotation. And then a bunch of independent artists and standby joints that I dip back into um, to handle my scandal. Just kind of flush out and then go back to it with a fresh mind. But going into anything with an agenda, you're never gonna be able to get a pure listen when you go in, with any kind of agenda. And when there's a buzz this big, you can't really escape the agenda. Even if the agenda is just to listen to it for the sake of listening to it, so you can tell everybody that you heard it. You see what I'm saying? That's an agenda in itself. If you're going in to listen, so when they start having the conversation, you can be a part of it. That's an agenda. It's not a bad agenda. It's not a good or bad thing. It's just a thing. But it definitely stops you from being objective when you're listening to the project. And objectivity is key if you're going to be giving your opinion. You got to be objective. And there are a bunch of people out here listening to the album with no no desire to be objective. They're not even going to they're not even going to pretend to be objective. On both sides of the aisle, there are people who are going to listen to the Drake album so they can tell you how trash it is. There are people who are going to listen to the Drake album to tell you that it's a classic. There are people who are going into the Drake album to tell you it's better than anything Kendrick's ever done. All agenda. Mechanomics coming soon. Y'all are nuts. I got it. I got it. I officially finished writing the first one. Maybe yesterday, a day or two ago. I finished writing the first one, and I'm 2 songs shy of finishing the second one officially. As of today, 2 songs shy of finishing the second one. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Hit the like, hit the sub. That's how you show your boy love. Again, not gonna keep y'all super long. I'm Drake fatigued. Y'all are killing me. Um, I get it. I get it, y'all. But we got other music out there to listen to. We don't have to be. We don't have to just you know. We have alternatives. Nope, I ain't listening to a clown who acts like something a lot of dudes wish they didn't have to be. Wow, that's interesting. I like Americans. The people in Germany are so judgy. Hmm. Mac, do you charge for features or is it relationship based? Uh, it's relationship based when I charge you for a feature. The answer is yes. I'm being a dick. The answer is yes. I charge for features. Um, yeah, Benny the Butcher. Like, there's joints to go listen to. There's joints to go listen to. You do not have to. If you're done with Drake for a second, go and take a break. Maybe you come back to it. Maybe you don't. There's no bad guy here. But I can understand how the buzz would make the oversaturation of it is enough to make some people just be done with it for a minute. Like, I'm good. I'm good. Leave me alone. Like, I totally get that. I completely get that. You just gotta, Charging for relationships ain't about music. Joke, yo, L, you nasty. You nasty. Oh, that was gross. You nasty. So forth and so on. I said it. It's gross. Joe Torres, what up? I said I charge for features based on relate, but the the main thing is that we almost have to have some kind of relationship for you to even want a feature from me because I'm not, out there like that. So most of the features, I am, but like most of the features I have right now are all with people that I kind of know. But everybody, charged for it because this is business. We're working. Um, Done. I never started. I don't get the hype. Respectfully, true penmanship. Write your own stuff. Cal, I completely, I completely understand and get where you're coming from. 100%. You are not the first. You will not be the last who has told me that they just can't rock with somebody who's got a ghostwriter. I completely understand that. That's it. That's a OG principle. A lot of if you'll get a lot of dudes who just don't understand that and don't agree with it because they don't understand it. Or who wrote that rule? Go away. You're already wrong. You're already wrong. Beats to the rhyme. You're already wrong. You missed it. And I'm not explaining it to you. That's something I think we can start doing. Stop explaining shit to these people. If they don't know, screw them. Stop explaining stuff to some of these people. I can understand if it's like a younger dude who's out here really trying to understand what's happening and he's trying to get a hold of it. Educate 100%. But like when people are coming into the conversation disingenuous and dishonest and with foul intentions, don't explain nothing to them. Just go ahead. Believe the thing that you already made up. Just go with that. Just go with that. They start rolling up on you talking about, well, who wrote that rule? Go away. Your whole point in asking that question is to try and disprove it. And it's a bad faith argument. And I only ever get arguments like that from people who can't catch the bar that's been set. Can't meet the bar, they start looking to lower it. That's the problem. The bar is up here. You can't reach it. So your goal now, instead of trying to get better, is to bring the bar down. I've been hearing that argument almost my entire career. And it starts with people telling you lyrics are not important. One to grow on. In the meantime, in between time, brothers and sisters, mothers and misters, bunions and blisters, the time is now 6:20. I've kept you on here for roughly 30 minutes, give or take. With that said, I'm going to let you go and continue to enjoy the rest of your evening. I will be pulling up back here 5 p.m. tomorrow, give or take. But make sure you have your alarm set so you know when I'm pulling up. Hit the likes, hit the subs. It's how you show your boy love. We will be back here to have more of this hip hop conversation. God willing, tomorrow. In the meantime, in between time, hang up your coveralls, hang up your tool belt. Let's get this thing off the rack and see where we at. One love to all the mechanics checking in from all sides of the globe, all sides of the country, all sides of the planet. Respect and love all across the board. And yeah, man, God willing, I'll see y'all back here tomorrow, 5 p.m. Let's keep the conversation conversating. Yeah, that's a word now. God haters, you made it hilarious. Yeah, I do. I do. I do. Which is super fun. The garage is now officially closed for the evening. Everybody have a good one. See y'all tomorrow, 5 o'clock.